Okay, let's get jumping. Just start throwing some of your names out.
When I was a kid, I remember the Farrah Fawcett poster, so I'd have to include her. I remember TV Guide had a schedule of when the commercial was going to be on with her. I was reading the schedule and trying to hit this commercial. I mean, that's absurd. But that was like pre-wagon days and everything.
That's when you know your love was pure.
Right, and then it got all ugly and sticky.
One gross fantasy after another.
Little did you know what path you would be led down.
All the signs were there because after I figured it out the first time, I did it like 100 times in 12 hours.
I never had like a Bo Derek poster. I always had like bands or sports figures. I never had the chick posters hanging up.
I had a couple. Me and my two brothers shared a bedroom. So somebody had the Farrah poster. Of all people, I had a Cheryl Ladd poster.
She was hot.
But I don't remember being all about Cheryl Ladd as a kid. I was all about Jacqueline Smith.
I even liked Kate Jackson. She was kind of pixie-ish. But a lot of mine were like that when I was younger. I'd be into a show and into the girl, on the show.
I had a little crush on Christy McNichol.
Yeah, in a way I did too.
I like him a little darker, man. She was a little too goody two-shoes.
But does she want to dirty him up, man? Don't you just want to dirty him up?
Yes.
I was surprised that Pam Anderson didn't come up.
She was on Home Improvement. She was gorgeous on that. And everything after that, she's so over-processed.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Who was the other one in her era that was really Heather Locklear? I liked her. Because she was less processed. You always heard Pam Anderson a lot more, but I always favored Heather.
I never, ever got or liked Heather Locklear.
Oh, really? Wow. Michelle Pfeiffer. She gets so much credit for being beautiful. They act like she's one of these like all-time beauties. It's like, oh, I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
On Google, I put in images, sex symbols from the 70s, 80s, 90s. 80s and 90s is horrible.
Give me some names.
I don't even know some of these people. It's a freak show.
Jet, I know you'll know this one. Padma from Top Chef.
Yes.
She is smoking.
She is smoking.
She cannot help herself.
Jenny McCarthy.
She's pretty. She's got a smoking body.
She's just got such a goofy attitude that, that precluded her from ever being like a serious sex symbol.
Which makes her, though, really all the better.
It really does.
Even like Mary Tyler Moore.
I fell in love with her on spring break when we went to Daytona. Remember the day that everybody was like all strung out and passed out? I was drunk and horny on spring break. And I'm watching TV and all of a sudden I'm like, Mary Tyler Moore's the fattest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I know it was the old Milwaukee talking.
We're pretty slow on this one. You're going to have to do some editing for sure.
Do you have any idea how edited those things are? You'll have a whole little soliloquy that lasts 30 seconds, but it actually came from 2.5 minutes worth of rambling and babbling.